말 타고 가는 거야. 어디였지? 여기로? 도착. 어? 그래? 이게 뭐야? 아, 사랑에 빠짐. 빗속의 사나이. 마티아스가 어디에 있지?
God be with you. What's happened here? Things are bad. Very bad. First we get attacked by the
역병?
brigands, barely come out of that alive. Now the plague.
Plague, you said?
Indeed so. Something's up with the village. Even the livestock are dying. It's a gruesome sight.
I'm looking for Matthias. He works as a stable hand at the stud farm.
Matthias. The brigands got him, poor lad. He's lying
What?
wounded at the stud.
Did you put up a fight?
We most certainly did. Once Melikar heard young Straw shouting to the hills, he handed everyone a pitchfork or a flail, and we ambushed the bastards.
Good on you. How did it turn out?
We gave them what for until they turned tail and ran. But they cut up young Straw something awful. He didn't live to see morning.
이...
Who are Melikar and Straw?
That's right, you're not from around here, are you? Melikar's the one looking after things round here now. Before that, it was down to Smill from the Neuhoff stud. But they killed him that time they raided the place. And young Straw is the son of Andrew, a local woodcutter. Or was, I should say. The bandits saw to that. His old man isn't taking it well.
Where will I find Melikar?
If you stand at the main gate of the stables and look across the road, Melikar's is the house on the left.
I'd like to talk to Straw.
I see. Well, if you stand at the main
마구간이야?
gate of the stables and look across the road, you'll see Straw's house on the right.
Who attacked you?
I don't know. Some bandits. Ever since Scarlet's was raised, they've been marauding the whole province.
I heard the bandits didn't get very far here, though.
Luckily, young Straw saw them still over by the cross and woke the whole village. We even captured one. He's tied up now at
역병이라
Melikar's house.
해결해야겠지.
But then the disease came.
Tell me more about this plague. It sounds terrible.
Worse than you can imagine. The whole stud, livestock, sheep, chickens, all dead or dying.
역병에는 약이 없는데. 아이, 큰일 났네.
Melikar's old woman's taken to her bed and it doesn't look good. Straw's wife and brother, more and more.
I'm sorry to hear it. Thanks. That'll be all for
이
now.
시대 땐 약이 없지.
Take care now.
그냥 죽는 거야.
This isn't a job, it's a penance.
어? 멜리카.
Aye, that's me.
바로 앞에 있을 줄이야.
I need to speak with the prisoner.
And why is that? Who might you?
나 기사야.
Envoy of Saradze Kobala. I'm here to investigate the attack.
I'm sorry. I have other things on my mind right now. In case you hadn't noticed, we have pestilence raging here. And Saradzig won't help us with that.
역병부터
Any more than he helped us
해결해야겠다.
when we were attacked.
No news has reached Ratai of any disease here. But I'm here now, and I can help you.
Well, since you serve Sir Radzig, you might be of some use. If anyone can be.
Tell me what to do.
There's a stable hand living with us here, Matthias.
Yes, I know him.
And he knows some girl who helps out in the monastery infirmary. Johanka, I think her name is. She might know someone too,
약이 있어?
if she's actually there.
좋아.
Very well. I'll go to the monastery. Probably our best hope.
Thank you. At least for taking the trouble. But then, even if you cared nothing for us, the prisoner's got the pestilence too.
아,
He'll die
진짜?
without help.
If I have to go to the monastery, I need to know as much as possible about the disease. I'll definitely need to know its symptoms. They're bound to ask me that.
It's hard to say. My wife is feverish. Others have the chills. I heard some are throwing up. Others still are breaking out in sores.
에?
But why don't you see for yourself? People talk a lot and I don't know what to believe anymore.
Very well. I'll make the rounds.
I've daubed lime on the afflicted houses. But don't stay too long in those homes.
그래, 그렇겠지.
That I can promise you.
Farewell.
최악인데. 내가 역병 걸리는 거 아닌가? 마티아스야 어디 있니? 행정관? 이게 뭔 소리야? 얘가 마티어스야?
What do you need?
What happened here?
Horror of horrors, Master. We were attacked by some bandits, and then the plague broke out.
Jesus Christ.
That's right. The Almighty has sent this punishment on us.
And the disease? Tell me something about it.
I don't want to tempt fate by talking about it. Makes me shudder to think of it.
그래?
There's not much to tell anyway. It hit us just after that rabble left. First the horses died, then livestock, and now it's people. Like Melikar's wife, poor thing.
알았어.
Thank you. That's all.
May the Lord watch over.
마티어스가 어딨지? 마티어스가... 야, 니가 마티어스야? 야, 마티어스 어딨어? 야,
My respects to you.
뭐래?
The Lord watch over.
예. 마티어스가 어딨지? 왜 안 보이지? 왜 마티어스가 어디에 있는 거야? 아, 마티어스.
Hal? You're a sight for sore eyes. What are you doing here?
It's good to see you too, Matthias. Sir Radzig sent me here to investigate the raid.
Sir Radzig? Looks like you've come up in the world, mate. You're here as his envoy?
He took me into his garrison.
Hal, the blacksmith's boy, in the service of his lordship. Who'd have ever thought it? My luck hasn't been so good.
You survived. That's something to thank God for.
True enough. If I were in your shoes, I'd get the hell out of here. There's some disease spreading.
Disease?
Folk are saying it's the plague. Whatever it is, it's bad. It started the day after the raid. First the horses got sick, then other animals, and now people are falling ill too.
Damn. Are you alright?
Well, at least I haven't caught the sickness.
But you've been hurt.
It happened during the raid. One of those damn bandits fell on me, horse and all. My arm's badly broken, but better than a broken neck.
걔가 치료할 수 있질 않나?
Tell me about the raid.
What do you want to know?
Can you describe the raiders?
I don't know. They came at dusk, so you couldn't see their faces. About 20 of them. They weren't humans, though. They spoke Czech.
You talked to them?
No. They were shouting at us. They were very sure of themselves to begin with, but when we hit them in the woods, they didn't look so brave.
I know you've got courage enough for any man, but how did a bunch of untrained villagers manage to hold off armed bandits?
One of the village lads caught sight of them coming through the woods and told Melikon, who roused the whole village, and everyone grabbed what they could. Pitchforks, axes, flails, and we went out to face them.
What? You mounted an assault against them?
Aye, and that was the key. It was the last thing those whoresons expected. A few of them still managed to break through to the village, probably wanted to torch it. But even the women here were armed with what they could find, and they took the bastards by surprise.
끝내준다.
I hear one of the raiders was taken captive. I'd like to question him.
Aye, old Melikar let him have it over the head with a flail, and now he's locked up in the barn. But be careful.
역병이야.
Why's that?
That fucker killed young Straw, and his old man's sharpening his sickle for him. Melikar still hasn't decided what to do with him.
에이.
I understand old Straw wants revenge, but first I have to question that bandit. What happens after is no skin off my nose.
Good luck then.
그래 친구.
Tell me about the raid.
What do you want to know?
About this sickness. When did this plague start?
The day after the raid, the horses were lying down in the stable, so we knew something was up. By afternoon, they were all dead. Then other animals started getting sick, one after the other, and then people.
What are the signs that someone's getting sick?
I don't leave the house much, but folk complain of fever and shakes. Some are throwing their guts up, and others are spewing from the other.
설사까지.
Die from it.
Aye, old Verba. Although he was already on his last legs, so no one knows for sure if it was the plague that got him. Either way, the animals are dropping like flies, and people will end up the same for sure.
Who's ill now?
I don't know. What with my arm the way it is, I don't go outdoors much. But I know Melikar and Straw have sick ones at home.
Can I ask you a bit about Merhoyed?
I haven't been here long enough to learn much, but ask away.
오.
Can you tell me something about old Straw?
He's a woodcutter, tough as they come, and a hothead. He's been out of his mind since his boy died.
It's normal to grieve, though.
Depends how you look at it. Folk are afraid he'll snap or drink himself to death. What's worse, his wife caught the sickness, and he's not taking care of her.
What's Melikar like?
The locals look up to him. Smill used to be in charge here, but he was killed in Neuhof.
I know.
Sir Hanush hasn't had time to appoint a new vassal, and folk need someone to speak for them, so they picked Melikar.
Thank God you had someone here who could take the reins.
Aye.
Where can I find this Straw?
When you take the main gate out of the stables, you'll see 2 cottages outside. Straw lives in the right-hand one.
알았어. 푹 쉬어라. 친구는 만났고 이 표시가 뭔데? 그래? 역병이지? 조사부터 해야겠지. 이쪽이었던가? 들어갈 수 있어? 이 표시는 대체 무슨 표시야? 역병이야. 죽었어?
Who are you? Can't you see we have the plague?
아,
across the
역병
door?
십자가?
My name is Henry. I'm going to the monastery to get help.
It's long past time. The Lord's already
Eh.
taken my poor Anthony. And what do you want from me?
I need to know how the illness afflicted your husband.
Yes, I'll tell you everything. But first help me bury my husband. I'm too weak. And Melichar said the dead should be buried at once.
좋아.
Of course, I'll help you.
Thank you. We have to bury him at the back of the house.
나 병
There's a
걸리는 거
lovely
아닌가?
linden tree there.
I understand. I'll dig the grave there.
Thank you. When you're ready, come back. I'll say goodbye for now.
아, 빨리. 이게 뭐야? 알았어. 보리나무가 어디지? 표시가 있다. 이쪽인가봐. 아, 여기야. 삽. 가자. 됐지? 아이, 내가 들어가면 어떡해. 왜 안 올라가지는 거야. 아, 정말.
What?
It's done.
Thank you. Now please take him there. Oh Lord.
모르겠다. 가자. 너무 무겁다. 나 병 걸리는 거 아닌가? 됐지? 끝. 끝났지?
Will you please tell me about his illness?
Certainly. My husband had the fever all over.
Anything else?
He had great pains in his belly. He said it felt like it'd been stuffed with rocks. He was writhing all night through. It must have hurt terribly.
Thank you.
여기 끝났고 식료품점. 오, 역병 걸렸다. 와이고야. 여기는 문제 없어? 와이쿠야. 아저씨,
Brother, dearest brother.
이건 또 뭔 소리야? 에?
No, I'm not your brother.
Then go away. I want my brother. Brother, my brother, where are you?
Good luck to you.
에이,
Brother, dearest brother. Is that
이거
you?
뭐야? 에이,
Yes, it's me, your brother.
Everyone is nearly here. We need to get the scallops for the fair.
이건 또 뭔 소리야?
Tell me, brother, how are you feeling?
Wait, you're not my brother. You're one of those brutes. Brother, lock the door. They're back again. Please, God, no.
Brother, don't you recognize me? It's me, your brother. I was gone for a long time. I come back home for Advent, remember?
Yes, yes, I remember.
에이.
Drink of water, brother. Ah, I'm thirsty. Terribly thirsty. I feel like I'm burning in hell. I can drink a pitcher of water and right away
열나는 거야.
I'm parched again.
Good luck to you.
아, 머리 아파. 또 없지? 아유, 아유.
Go away, leave me alone.
알았어, 알았어. 얘는 멜리카야. 또 여기였지. 와, 나 역병 걸리겠다. 와, 미치겠네.
Have you come for my wife? You're out of luck. I'm old Straw, don't you know? Straw, you've taken my son. But you shan't take my wife, you bastard.
예. 이걸로 가야겠지.
Calm down, Straw.
You're telling me to calm down? Why the fuck should I be calm?
Because if you don't calm down, I'll make you regret
예.
it.
Oh, now we're talking. Come on then, you bastard. Come on.
모르겠다. 해자. 야, 그만 좀 깝쳐. 무릎치기야, 한 맞아봐라. 그만 싸우시지. 나 안 아파. 네가 더 아프지. 야, 갑옷이야.
That hurt?
좀 맞자. 아이, 어이 슈퍼 바보 멍청이가 이씨.